YouTube? It's your boy Dennis. Today is a good day. So I just wanted to do an update on the loft. Update on my loft and my kennel progress. As you can see, I added some more birds to the breeder's loft. 5 more birds to be exact. I got 3 hens and 2 cocks from Mike at Rocky Ridge. So now I got 3.4 in here, and I did put in a new, or temporary but new to me, breeding apparatus, some breeding boxes, nest boxes. Even though there's only 4 hens in here, I have 5 bows, so I just give them the option. So this is temporary. Next year it'll be a better one, better situation going on. So I just came in here to feed the pigeons. I scraped yesterday. Pigeons crap a lot, but other than the birds, they're all worthy of being bred in one way or another. They've all done something. I'm a little concerned that I have my phone upside down right now, but I don't know. The video plays upside down on YouTube, I'm gonna be a little upset, but I don't know. Here we go. He's the Mr. 500 is the king of this loft, and that's the bird I had got my original bird I had got from Adrian. He will not let anybody perch higher than him. I got some perches coming. It should have been here today. I was gonna wait and do an update then, but I have some perches installed. They love this ledge right in front of where the aviary is gonna be. Like I said, I'm disabled, so the progress is slow, but it's steady. The one big thing I am proud of is I got the lights in. It's nice, everything is clean. Lights are in, they're very bright. And these aren't really bright lights, but out here in the middle of North Carolina, everything is so dark at night. They do the job really well. I need to get a timer. Is what I need. So I'm gonna get a timer today. Everything is plumbed in nice and safe for the birds. And actually, you see the trenches out there where the electric was trenched from the house to the kennel, or what's going to be the kennel in the next couple weeks, and then the line was then trenched from the shed, split off, and came here. So this is hooked into the panel box in the shed, which is going to be the dog kennel. So yeah, these are the birds. Most of them are 2022, so they're kind of young birds, I guess, to be breeding, and haven't had any eggs or anything yet. Like I said, I'm just getting started. I'm not really. The breeders are more or less for me to get used to breeding. My young bird team I'm going to have this year is mostly from birds I'm going to purchase from other lofts. And if I get 1 or 2 or 4 or 5 or 8 or whatever out of this group that's old that can go with that team, that's great. If not, that's great too. But there'll be young birds that can be old bird season next year. Like the late hatches I could use for old bird season next year. So yeah, these are the pigeons. One of them in here is actually a really good hen. 2 of the birds that I got from Mike were racing pigeons that were good racers, and we're all good racers. I don't know. I got brain issues, so they're all good racers. They're all proven one way or the other. They're all worthy. If I got them from Mike at Rocky Ridge, they're worthy of breeding in this breeding loft. They're not pedigree birds. They're birds that are based on their performance, and that's why they're here. I'm not pedigrees. Pedigrees don't fly. It's good to have all that stuff if you're into selling pigeons, and if you're into like selling birds and like doing that type of stuff, and you want the most top bloodlines. But these bloodlines here, these are what's called performance bloodlines. These birds are going to race and get you, or they're going to perform in the club level and in the one loft level and get your name. That New Beginnings, he's doing good, woo, 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 woo. And then you can progress up higher and spend $1,000, $1,500, $3,000 on one bird. These aren't those birds. These are performance birds. They're good pigeons, but these aren't those birds. These birds will beat those birds, and these birds are down off of those birds. But these are club racing, one loft racing type pigeons. These aren't like wholesale. I mean, not wholesale, but like auction type. Post a pedigree, and you buy the bird based on a pedigree. Then you just put it in a breeding loft and never fly it. I can't buy a pigeon for $1,000 and have a hawk get it trying to prove it out. So right now, I need birds that can fly and breed birds that can fly. I don't have room to have a stock loft full of birds that never can fly. And then what do you do with $1,000 or $3,000 pigeon that doesn't produce racing pigeons? He produces stock pigeons, because you don't want to get rid of the pigeon because you paid $3,000 for it. But also, every time he produces a pigeon, it doesn't do anything. It doesn't perform. That's why you have to start out with performance. Birds that perform. Birds that win. Birds that can complete 500-mile races. Birds that can, come home every time. Birds that perform. That's why it's not called a pigeon loft. It's a performance loft. I need birds that can fly, bro. Birds that I can compete with, get out there with. I'm just beginning, so I need to be rookie of the year. I need some dogs. You know what I mean? That's what I need. I need some dogs. So that's the update on the loft, on the kennel loft. I mean, on my loft. Got this door. I'm proud of these doors. I did put a spring loaded this door because it always flies open where my dog's running in here when I'm in here. And I don't want to get locked in here. So it's just been steady, man. Steady progress. Steady progress. And this is the actual kennels cages that I brought the birds back in. And this is my work stuff. Been doing some caulking. That's my pigeon food and grit. Keep it in there. Dunkin' Donuts, I like Dunkin' Donuts coffee. So yeah, you're gonna take all this stuff out because I'm done with it. Done because I was using it to. I had to wire. I wired all this up myself. The electrician, he got me to this point, and then he said the rest is on you. I gotta go. So I did the rest. The yard looks good. From where you can't even tell until about right there. The trench comes in. Let's walk to the kennel so I can show you what we've done in here. Don't sell your dog short, man. Like if you're gonna put the right stuff in, have somebody to do it. I know this DIY. Everybody's on this do-it-yourself kick, but electricity is something you don't play with. Here, let there be light, and there it is. Got a switch, got everything plumbed in. Plumbed is plumber, so got everything wired in. Man, got the window open over there, so it's been breezy. But fuse panel, gotta put the insulation back. But got my breaker box, got everything wired in professionally. It's done right. Now I gotta get in here and clean this up. Dog kennel is gonna go on this side. This side is gonna be a workstation. Over here, it's just the inside of a shed for now. 56 degrees here in North Carolina inside this shed. I've been keeping track because I've been monitoring because my dogs will be in here, so I need to know how cold it gets. These kennels are separate from the other ones. These are pigeons never been in these kennels. These are dog kennels, dog cages, transfer cages. And keep your pigeon stuff and your dog stuff separate as far as that type of stuff. This is my wood, extra wood for projects and stuff that I'm gonna use. I haven't put up my tool shelves yet. But yeah, this receptacle is for AC. Need AC in North Carolina. Got my light put up. Put the light up myself. The electrician did all the wiring to the boxes and everything. So our kennel's coming along. Update on the dogs is that Hope is in heat and she'll be bred this week. And you have to believe. So I need to get in here and clean this up. My 2 micros, they're doing good. And the reason why I don't show them more on the channel is I'm going to show you why right now. It might not look like a lot, but when I zoom in, those 5 steps, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, it's 4 steps, but it takes me 5 steps to get into the house. My micros will not come down those steps on their own. Even though they can physically, mentally, they don't walk down steps that well. So I have to carry them down. So my son carries them down. They run around in the yard. But here, this is 1 step. It's a big step. You can't really see it on camera, but it's going to be a ramp right here. I'm going to build a ramp. That's one of the next things I'm going to do is build a ramp. And then my dogs will be in and out of this kennel all the time, in the yard a lot more. They'll have a lot more freedom because my legs don't work right, and steps hurt me, and then carrying stuff. I twisted my ankle the other day on them steps, you know. So having my dogs out here, carrying a 30-pound, 40-pound dog down the steps, no railings. There's no railings on them steps, you know. So it's all about balance, and my legs are failing me. So that's the reason why this kennel is so important. The dogs, they can jump in and out of here on their own. The ramp is more or less for me to get in and out. But yeah, so I'm excited about that, getting the dogs out of the house, out here into the dog kennel. I just want to make sure, taking my time to make sure it's done right. The electricity's in. That's the biggest step. Now I can put an air conditioner in here and a heater if I need it. I had the insulation all put up. I didn't staple it in yet because I wanted to make sure we had, in case I had to move some like there to get the wires in. I have the piece that goes here. So I have this thing 100% insulated wall-wise. I need a couple more pieces, a little piece strip right here. I don't want to buy a whole thing just for that strip. And that's the only strip that's not insulated. But when I insulate the ceiling, I'll insulate that. So I won't close this in yet. Plan is to use OSB on these walls for now. And then maybe come back and put something nice on it after that. But I'm going to tack it in so the dogs can't chew up the insulation or anything. And at least 4 foot up. I'm going to tack it. I'm going to put an OSB 4 foot around for now. And so the dogs can't get to the insulation or the wiring. Notice all the wiring is below 4 foot, but the plugs are above 4 foot. So the OSB will come right to this bottom, and you'll see the plug, but they can't get to any of the wiring. And the only one that's a little lower is this one over here, and that'll be tacked in, so closed in. So they can't get to any of the wiring, any of the dogs. We're doing it safety first. For the dogs, the lights up high, they can't get to that. And then, you know, cameras and everything else. So got a lot of stuff to do, but we're making progress. About a week, dogs to be out here, hopefully. I do want to get the layer of OSB in here first and then get this cleaned up. The electrician, you know, got to get it cleaned up. It takes me time. For every 2 hours of work I need like 20 hours of rest. So I'm disabled for a reason. So these were the cheap lights I wanted. Battery lights, they didn't help with my breathing at all. Still got the hardware. Like I said, the next thing to do is we're going to paint this loft, trim it in so I can get the aviaries together. And while I do that, I'm gonna work on the kennel too. So got some young birds coming. I need to get the aviaries and stuff done. But y'all just remember, man, every day's no matter how tough it is, tomorrow will be a new beginning. So God bless everybody, man.